Part 1. The Clockmaker's Apprentice. In a small, cobbled town tucked between misty hills and ancient woods, there lived an old clockmaker named Thaddeus Greaves. His shop, Greaves Timepieces, was nestled between a forgotten bookstore and a bakery that always smelled of cinnamon and burnt sugar. People came from towns over just to have Thaddeus repair their clocks, though he rarely spoke and never smiled. But what truly set Thaddeus apart was not just his craftsmanship, it was the grand clock. The grand clock stood at the back of his shop, a towering masterpiece of golden gears, dark oak, and shimmering silver hands that ticked with a sound like whispered secrets. No one knew where it came from, only that it had always been there. And Thaddeus never let anyone near it until the day he took on an apprentice. That apprentice was a boy named Eli. Orphaned at a young age, Eli had wandered into town one stormy evening with nothing but a tattered satchel and a sketchbook filled with drawings of machines. Thaddeus had taken one glance at the boy, frowned as if trying to resist a decision already made, and said, "You start tomorrow." Eli wasn't allowed to touch tools at first. For weeks, he swept the floor, organized gears, polished brass, and memorized the ticking rhythms of clocks. Thaddeus never praised him, only corrected him sharply but fairly. Still, Eli was fascinated by the grand clock. He'd sneak glances at it when Thaddeus wasn't looking, trying to sketch its structure from memory. He noticed it never struck the hour like the others. It simply ticked, never chimes, never talks, and its hands moved strangely, sometimes skipping backwards or halting completely. One evening, after months of working together, Thaddeus surprised Eli with a question. "Why do clocks tick?" Eli blinked. "To mark time?" Thaddeus raised an eyebrow. "Time doesn't need marking. It exists whether you watch it or not." Then, to help us make sense of it, the old man nodded. "Good, but there's more." He led Eli to the grand clock. "Do you know why I keep this one hidden?" Eli shook his head, heart thudding. "Because it doesn't count time like other clocks. It listens to it." Eli frowned. "Listens?" Thaddeus placed a hand on the clock's smooth face. "Every tick is a story. Every turn of the gear, a memory. This clock remembers moments lost to the world, the things people forget, the time they waste, and the chances they never take." "That's not possible." Thaddeus smiled the first time Eli ever saw it. "Isn't it?" That night, Eli dreamed of turning gears that whispered names and ticking hands that showed not just the hour, but what might have been. Weeks passed. Eli learned faster than any apprentice Thaddeus had ever taken, not that there had been many. Thaddeus even began to share tea with him in the evenings, telling strange stories about clocks that reversed death or stopped storms.